So, Egg, how was school this week? Make any new friends? Make any fresh enemies?
What do you want?
Look, Iggy, it's about Morph.
Is he okay? I told you not to let him go on that sleepover with Mr. and Mrs. Redneck and their inbred offspring.
He's fine, calm down. It's about something he said, about us.
Us? There is no us. There's a me and there's a you. Sharing space. Not much else.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to talk about. Apparently he feels we fight too much.
Yeah, well, you always started.
You little liar.
Dad, the other day, you whacked me on the back of the head for crossing the street.
I whacked you and pulled you back up onto the curb because you were crossing against traffic and never even bothered to look up from your phone.
Dad, the pedestrians always have the right of way.
Egg, 130-pound boy, 2,000-pound car. Who wins?
I do, when I sue them.
No, actually me, the next of kin, because you're going to be...
Ah, the bell for round one.
Jack, what are you doing here?
Hi, Herb.
Come on in, come on in.
Jack?
Oh, hey, Iggy. Oh, and that's Jacqueline Morrison, attorney at law to you, Igneous.
I stand corrected, counselor. So what brings you here to the mosquito and shotgun capital of America?
Oh, Mom didn't tell you? Yeah, the firm transferred me from Arcadia to Pearland.
Here? Fantastic.
No, here humid. Here boring. Here sucks.
Igneous! So, how's your mom?
Oh, still beaming with pride that I'm a lawyer. Oh, and so happy that when I finally passed the bar exam, you decided to become my first client.
Yeah, that worked out well. Is he still married to that Weston kid's mom?
Your long-awaited... freedom papers.
Yes! Oh, thank you.
Well, there goes another failed marriage. Anyone for a rousing course if another one bites the dust?
Bite me, Iggy.
I don't know. I think he's kind of mellowed over the years.
Speaking of years, this took long enough. I remember calling and calling your office, and it was always, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow.
Okay, well, today is tomorrow for you, so.
But today is not yesterday, as your father was fond of saying.
That's right. You know, I still miss Dad so much.
You? James was one of my best friends back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I introduced him to your mom.
Yeah?
Speaking of which, I need to call Patty, see how she's really doing back in Philly.
I'd like to see how we'd really do back in Philly.
Your brother's adapting, why can't you?
Tell you what, I'll go out and buy some chewing tobacco and a shotgun tomorrow.
Hey, where is Morph? Is he still speaking Spanish?
Thankfully, no, but there were a few side effects from the treatment from Dr. Mesmero over there.
Will you ever get over that? I fixed the Spanish, I fixed the amnesia, and I fixed the weird Texas twang accent, didn't I?
Yeah, and when you shine a light in his face, he still goes into a trance awaiting further instructions.
Which comes in handy when you want him to do his homework or help clean up around here. He's mostly fixed. If you would have asked Jack to handle it, we'd still be waiting.
Ouch. I'm glad he wasn't my first client. Oh, about the divorce. There was a stipulation, and there were a couple of other things that I wanted to talk to you about.
My office. You stay here.
Think you could stop me? Then I'll be over there.
Remember, Carrie Ann always thought of you as her father. Much more than Dina, or especially Weston, ever did.
Oh, finally.
Daddy!
Hey, Carrie Ann. How's my girl? So she wants Carrie Ann to come visit out of here.
According to her mother, she's been really depressed since you left. She's been acting out, and her child psychologist thinks that her seeing you would be good for her, so I had to make it a stipulation of the divorce.
Jack, for pity's sake, I love Carrie Ann, But this place has become a war zone between me and Iggy. Morph is threatening to boycott.
There is some good news. Okay, so no more child support to Magma, of course, since she lost the boys in Mexico and you found them in Texas. And Chansey may be seriously considering leaving his uncle's worm farm to come live with you. And his uncle's amenable to the idea now.
So Uncle Pusshead has finally gone through all the money in Chansey's trust fund, hasn't he?
Yeah, probably. I don't know, you've been Skyping with Chansey. I mean, you know how many improvements he's made to that worm farm.
So, in theory, I could go from having 2 kids in a 1-bedroom apartment to having 4 kids in a 1-bedroom apartment and 1 a girl. It's the bungalow all over again. Oh, thanks about the child support at least.
Hey, I tried my best, Herb, alright? But your ex and Chansey's uncle, yeah, they've got good lawyers too, you know.
Who says I got a good lawyer? I got you!
Hey!
Hey, I'm glad you're back in town. I think I'm gonna need you.
You always do.